Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, what we're going to talk about tonight is something very important, and please send it out. The left, the gun controllers, are starting to adjust their narrative, and I want to lay this out for you because it's happening across the media and in the gun control lobbies. This is incredibly important. Again, please send this out. This message is sponsored by Established Titles. Say a quick word from them, and then we're going to get into it. I'm going to show you what the narrative is developing into. The Established Title Packs give you 1 square foot of dedicated land in an estate in Edelston, Scotland, along with a certified crest like you see right here. This is based on a historic Scottish custom which will allow landowners to become lords or ladies, and if you act now, you can be in the LOA little plot so we can have our own little fiefdom. This is a fun and novel way to preserve the woodlands of Scotland. They work with global charities, One Tree Planted and Trees for Our Future, to support global reforestation efforts. You could officially change your name to Lord or Lady and get it on your plane tickets and also on your credit cards. This makes a great last minute gift, and they have couple packs which you can get adjoining plots of land together. In order to give the ultimate conversation piece for that special someone, Established Titles is running a massive sale right now. Plus, if you use the code Langley, you get an additional 10% off. Go to establishedtitles.com/Langley to support the channel now. All right, brothers and sisters, as I mentioned in the intro, there's always a narrative. There's always something that's going to be framed, and it can't be the problem with red flag laws. As we've illustrated on this channel multiple times, red flag laws have a higher failure rate than a success rate, not to mention the unconstitutionality of the red flag laws in their entirety. But what you're starting to see now is how obvious the red flag failures are. The left, the gun controllers, and the media are starting to frame this entire circumstance in a different way, which leads to more red flag laws. I've mentioned a few times on this channel, it's not the red flag laws that failed. It's not socialism that failed. We just didn't do it big enough. We didn't do it hard enough. We didn't do it enough socialism-y. That's what this whole thing is about, and you're going to see it right now. I'm going to lay it out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments field below. Make sure you check out the new website, secondpress.co. And now, let's get into it, because I have got to show you something. This is crazy. I'm going to start you off with a few titles of the articles, and then I'm going to show you where they're going. Colorado Springs shooter had allegedly threatened his mother with a bomb. Why could he still get a gun? Valid question. That's from The Guardian. Now, look at the next one. This is from Politico, and you'll start to catch a theme. Gay club shooting suspect evaded Colorado's red flag gun laws. It's an important distinction. The red flag laws didn't fail. They evaded them. So it's not the red flag laws' fault. No. We need more of that. They evaded it. So there's clearly loopholes and gaps in the system. Watch. All right, so now I'm going to show you a local Colorado source, and this is where you start to get representatives, state-level reps, state-level senators, and listen to what the gun controllers are starting to propose. This is key. All right? Gun violence expert says red flag law met with unusual resistance from some Colorado law enforcement. See that? Evaded red flag laws. Unusual resistance from Colorado law enforcement. They're starting to frame it away from the red flag law failures. They know it's a vulnerability. That's what you're about to see. Check this out. Last year, the suspect in the Club Q shooting was involved in an earlier incident in which he allegedly made bomb threats and confronted law enforcement officers. It appears that authorities did not attempt to file a red flag petition after the incident, which could have barred him from possessing or buying guns. Again, complete hypothetical. No one knows what would have happened, what wouldn't have happened. What we do know is the red flag laws that have been in place failed. We also know the Office of Gun Violence Prevention passed, I believe it was 2021, from Jared Polis, also failed. All the gun control measures in the world did not stop this, just like we've seen multiple times. But that's not the point of this video. Let's keep going. I'm going to show you how they're reframing this. But local law enforcement are not required to file red flag petitions. And leaders in conservative areas like El Paso County, where the nightclub shooting and the 2021 incident happened, have criticized the idea that the government should seize weapons from people who haven't been convicted of a crime. Doesn't sound too unreasonable, but do you see what they're doing? Let me back you up a little bit. Evaded the red flag laws. Colorado is hostile to red flag laws. Law enforcement is not enforced to, and they have these ideas. You see where this is going? Let's keep going. I'm telling you, this is a big thing. Here's where we start attacking others directly. For example, in 2019, local district attorney Michael Allen derided the red flag law as unconstitutional. It is. Tweeting, quote, that it was nothing more than a way to justify seizing people's firearms under the color of law. Very astute observation and correct. After the law was implemented, he tweeted, quote, "This law is a poor excuse to take people's guns and is not designed in any way to address real, concrete mental health concerns." Sounds pretty solid reasoning. Sounds like a good tweet. But they're going at it from a perspective of, look, they're not endorsing it. They're not using the red flag laws. We need to expand them. Just wait. I'm telling you, this is what they're doing. After the law was implemented, he tweeted, quote, "This law is a poor excuse to take people's guns and is not designed in any way to address real mental health concerns. In the 2021 incident, the Club Q suspect was arrested after allegedly threatening his mother with a homemade bomb, multiple weapons, and ammunition," the El Paso County Sheriff's Office reported at the time. So now they've gone after the district attorney, they're going after the sheriff's department, they're going after conservative counties. Check this out. Here where we go after these Second Amendment preservation counties. But the use of the law in Colorado has remained relatively low. We've covered that on this channel. And authorities in El Paso County have used the orders even less often, demonizing the law enforcement officers in conservative counties. See what they're doing? It's not red flag laws. It's not socialism. What's the problem? It's not leftist ideals. No. It's implementation. We need to go bigger. Every time through history, it's repeatable. Let's keep going. In 2019, county commissioners declared El Paso a Second Amendment preservation county, which, by the way, half of Colorado is, and pledged that county leaders would not appropriate funds, resources, employees, or agencies to initiate unconstitutional seizures in unincorporated El Paso County, as the Gazette reported. So they actually did their constitutional duty, but they're made out to be the demon here because they can't have red flag laws fail. They've got to talk about all the ways it wasn't the red flag laws' fault. Here we go. Let's keep going. Got a couple more for you. Similarly, in a 2020 statement, the El Paso County Sheriff said the department would only request removal orders and search for guns in exigent circumstances, and when they could find probable cause of a crime. Oh my goodness! Probable cause? Weird. That's a stricter standard than what's required by the law, which is a statement unto itself, which is focused on the possibility of violence and not whether someone has committed a crime. I should frame that and just send it to somebody, because that statement right there, if you don't get more Minority Report than that. You're demonizing a law in a sheriff's office for saying they're going to wait for probable cause and someone to actually commit a crime. No, you're saying they're bad because it's the potential of a crime. That is some Minority Report level stuff right there. Another reason red flag laws are blatantly unconstitutional. Second Amendment and the rights to due process. This is horrendous. And here is the payoff you've been waiting for the whole time. Check it out. Quote, "Maybe we could look to expand who can file red flag law petitions. Doctors, mental health people, school principals," Sullivan suggested. That is a representative in the state, I believe in the state Senate of Colorado, or the state house. I can't remember exactly. Christian Hain, vice president of policy at the Brady campaign, which advocates for gun law reform, that's putting it lightly, they're a gun control group, one of the major ones in the U.S., said that other states already allow broader groups of people to start the process. California, New York, Illinois, all of these places, the gun control hubs of the United States, when they started expanding the list, which they said they weren't going to do, by the way, when the red flag laws passed and the extreme risk protection orders, they said that wasn't going to happen. Well, soon enough, that list started to expand, and all of a sudden, the gun seizures in those places skyrocketed exponentially. I've done reports on it. This is a death by 1,000 cuts, and when 1,000 cuts doesn't do it, let's add 10,000 cuts, and that is what I've got for you guys. The narrative is changing. Let me know if you see it as well, and I will see you on the next video. I'm Braden. See you later.